Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Ferrari. And this is Michael Mann's latest film, focusing on one summer in the life of Enzo Ferrari, the patriarch and founder of Ferrari, the automobile company. And this film stars Adam Driver as Enzo Ferrari, as he's balancing his wife, played by Penelope Cruz, his mistress, played by Shailene Woodley, in trying to keep his company above water, leading into a giant race, which this film is all kind of building up to. And this particular film, I think I can see the elements of why Michael Mann wanted to make this film, which is the race. The race part of this film, which is like a little bit less than the last half of it, really, really works. And I feel like captures exactly what Michael Mann is really good at. There's the tension. It's thrilling. The way that it's shot, it's exhilarating. Eric Messerschmitt's cinematography is impeccable. There's just an element of just high tension throughout that whole entire sequence of the film. And Daniel Pemberton's coming in with a very powerful and impactful score that layers that in. Now, the rest of this film is focusing on the human drama elements, and I feel like if it weren't for some of the performances, for the most part, it's pretty run-of-the-mill, basic kind of human drama, and it's not particularly well written, it's not particularly interesting or have anything intriguing to say about this man. You know, he is a very successful man who's now struggling at this point in his life, and he's being pulled in these different directions by the women in his life. I think Penelope Cruz is amazing. She is fantastic. Every scene that she's in, she elevates. And when she's fired up, she's fired up. And there's some of the most memorable scenes in this film outside of the incredible and exhilarating race that is really the crown jewel of this film. I don't know, like, Shailene Woodley I think was fine, and I don't think she particularly added anything too interesting to the table. And Adam Driver is a very good actor, and I think he did a rock-solid job with the accent and the acting. I think the issue is there's some serious, like, miscastings in this film and strange choices. There are a lot of Italian actors in the film, but Adam Driver just doesn't feel quite right as an almost 60-year-old Enzo Ferrari. And, like, he has the white hair and everything, but he doesn't feel like he's a 60-year-old man. He's doing a good job with the acting and everything, but he just doesn't it doesn't feel completely authentic. And I don't get why you couldn't have just gotten a middle-aged actor to play this character, or even, dare I say, an Italian actor or Italian-American actor. I think, like, Patrick Dempsey's in this film, and he's playing a European character and this Italian character with this jet white hair, and it's just like, why don't you just get an older Italian actor for this? And, like, some of those choices just felt weird, and the worst part is they're distracting. And no matter how good Adam Driver is acting in this film, it still feels distracting seeing him made up to be old for, like, almost the whole entire film, when why didn't they just get somebody older? These kinds of decisions don't make sense to me. I understand it's Adam Driver. He's one of the most talented actors working around, but there's really talented actors that are like 20 years older than him that could have really embodied this character, and you don't really have to think about, you know, why does Adam Driver, like, sure, there's scenes where he's younger, but, like, for the most part, this movie's about a 60-year-old man. I think the costuming, the production design, all of those things really work. The cinematography is exquisite. The score is great. I just feel like the parts of this film that really worked, and all the other pieces kind of felt pedestrian and not really particularly interesting outside of what the cast was able to bring. Some of the cast were able to bring to their roles. So in the end, I do feel like this just feels like half of it's straight by the numbers, not particularly interesting biopic, and then a thrilling race that there's one particular moment just took my breath away because how intense it was and shocking. So in the end, this is a bit of a mixed bag of a film, but is on the more positive end, and I think I would recommend this to a decent amount of people. And in general, I think Michael Mann has at least a solid film here with some standout elements to it. But those are my thoughts on Ferrari. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.